January is possibly the most exciting month in pro wrestling as many storylines start to heat up ahead of WrestleMania season. As such, the road to WWE's biggest pay-per-view of the year begins with the Royal Rumble. The annual show, which hosts the iconic stipulation match, takes place on January 29th this year at the Dome in St. Louis. Anticipation has been announced since WWE announced 19 of the entrants for the Women's Royal Rumble match, including Mickie James from Impact. A big return could even be in the offering for a women's match and a men's match, which has significantly fewer announcements at the time of recording. So we're going to go through two men, two women who could be surprises and could still win. Starting off with Asuka. Asuka hasn't appeared on WWE programming since Money on the Bank on July 18th, and she actually remains a free agent and she didn't take part in the most recent draft. The Empress of Tomorrow took some time off to repair Dishlow's tooth and what appears to be an arm injury. Shayna Baszler inadvertently knocked her teeth out on the Feb 22nd episode of Raw. The Japanese superstar wasn't able to replace him until 6 months later. When the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble took place, Asuka was the champion. It's unclear if Asuka is cleared to compete, but if she was, this would be the perfect opportunity for her to come back. Moving on then to Bayley. During the pandemic era, Bayley blossomed into one of the biggest heels on the roster. Unfortunately, that was kind of ruined when she suffered an ACL injury before live crowds returned. It's hard to imagine, but the role model hasn't wrestled in front of an audience in nearly 2 years, and sadly her estimated recovery time is still 9 months, which makes Bayley's return unlikely before WrestleMania, but still an appearance would be incredible, and if she could do it and get the win, that would just be incredible, but I'm not holding out too much hope. Moving on to the men's one, and probably the one I'm holding out less hope is The Rock. There's been so much speculation about him taking on Roman Reigns, and I would love it to happen, and I do see it happening one day. However, I don't think it will happen this year. I think it's more likely to happen when WrestleMania goes Hollywood next year, but you never know. Wouldn't it just be incredible? Just imagine the reaction in that building if we got to the number 30 entrant and The Rock came out. It would just be flipping incredible. Moving on then to the more likely one, and that is Walter. Walter's finished up his time of NXT UK and is heading to the United States. During the most recent rumours, it does seem like he's heading to NXT, but imagine if we just skipped over and we got Walter on the main roster. I would love to see it. Could you imagine Walter v Brock Lesnar and Walter v Bobby Lashley? With Bobby Lashley taking on Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, you never know, we could get one of those two fighting off at WrestleMania. It's unlikely, he'd probably go to NXT, but you'd just absolutely love to see it because Walter is just so good. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. As I like, subscribe, leave your thoughts, comments down below, follow into the link description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel, scrolling around, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.